In this tutorial, we are building the ultimate responsive navigation bar. Here is what we are packing into it. Full responsiveness that adapts to mobile, tablet, and desktop. A sleek animated hamburger menu that transforms into a close icon. A sticky navbar that stays at the top as a scroll. A smooth drop-down menus and clean over effects. And the best part, it's all with pure code. No framework required, just HTML, CSS, and a bit of JavaScript. So by the end of this, you have a navbar you can be proud of. So let's get started. After getting our index.html, styles, CSS, and script.javascript files ready, we get the Bootstrap CDN to link with our HTML and also add our CSS files into it in order to style it. Then at the bottom in our body tag, we also link our JavaScript file. So the next thing we do right here is we create the header, and for us to now we create the header and the nav. We give it the class of header, and also the nav we give it the class of nav and container. Inside our nav, we create the div with the class of navbar, and inside this we also create an EHF with the class of nav logo. So where do we get our logo? We go to the Bootstrap icon and search leaf. You can use any icon you prefer, but I am going to use the leaf. So after selecting the leaf, I put in the name khalid.dev in front of it. So, and then we have another div. Inside this div, we would do our toggle. So we give the class of nav toggle. So inside this div and the ID of nav toggle again. So let's go down, and then inside this div we look for list, copy this and put it there. Then we'll go back and look for close, the icon of close, copy this also and put it there, give it a space. Then we give the class of nav burger and the close of the nav close. Then at the bottom, we are done with the header. Then we'll go to the nav menu. But before that, let's style the header. Now, styling the header, we first get the class of header, which is okay. Let's first give it a global style of border box of box sizing, padding of 0, margin of 0. Then the body also, give the body font. Let's use system UI. Let's not dive too much into this right now. And then we give it the font size of 0.9 rem and the background color of white. So the UL, the list type should be none because we're going to have some lists to we're going to have some lists, and then the A should text decoration should be none, and the container, the max width should be 968 pixels, and the margin inline should be 1.5 rem. So let's move on. and then we create the head. We style the header. Sorry. Mm. So styling the header gives the header the position of fixed at the top of zero, left of zero, width of 100%, background color of this code. You can give your own background color of the color of your preference, and the box shadow 0, 2 pixels, 16 pixels, RGBA 246, 245, 245, 0.356, and Z index should be 100. As you can see, it is coming together. So we give the nav, we select the nav class, and then we give it the height of 3 rem. Now we have a little bit much space to it, and the nav bar should have this black kind of black color. Hold. Yes, that's correct. With the height of 100%, if you take the height of 100%, just write content space between. Why is there no space between? Align items of center. Let me check my XML. Hold on. Oh, okay. I didn't give my um I didn't give my header the display of flex. Let's see. Aha. Now it's working. And then we'll give it the nav logo. The nav logo should have the color of this. Align items, inline, flex, and the column gap should be 0.25 rem with the font weight of 600. As you can see, it is all coming together now. So we give the nav logo icon, the font weight of the initial, and font size 1.25 rem. Come down a little bit. Now toggle position should be relative. Width 32 pixels, height 32 pixels, and the font size 2 rem. The cursor should be pointer. What other thing should we add to it? Nothing else. And then we'll down, move down, right? We select the nav close and the nav close. Right, we position them as the absolute, so they are on each other. The width should be max content, and the height should also be max content. The inset should be 0, so they will be on each other that way. So move down a little bit. It gives it nav close opacity of 0, so it's gone. Now we are free to do our nav menu. We can see we are styled our header. Now on the nav menu, we have the class of nav menu and the ID of nav menu, and then on other list of nav list, and then list, we have two lists for now. Let's anchor tag with the class of nav link, sorry. I'll put in in between it, copy and paste. We change this we change this to company. All right, just checking some things. Okay, then we'll come down here. We have the first drop down. We have to drop down. So this is the first one with the class of drop down item. On inside this, we will have another div with the class of nav link. So this is analytics. As you can see, analytics. We go to our icon to get a chevron down to indicate that this is a drop down, and then we proceed to have another list inside this with the class of drop down menu. With the list, you can just copy the first one, put it there with the list of overview, just change the nav link to drop down link. And then we have icon. We are going to get a chart icon. See what chart? Let's use pie charts here and put it at, at the back. Copy it, paste it there, then continue. So this is going to have inside this drop down there are going to be three more of it. So we just copy this and just paste it repeatedly. So you paste it. Yeah, three. So you paste it two times. Make that. So now we change this from overview to transactions. And the second one from overview to report. So what we need to change now again is the icons. We change the icons from chart, change this to graph down, copy this and put it here. Let me confirm. Then this one also. I think I've made a mistake. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I've made a mistake. The chart is for the report, and this one has a up and down arrow. So copy this, we paste it. Now we are good to go up and down arrow and stuff. Then after this, under the drop down, we have a normal nav link again. That is a normal nav link. Give it an anchor tag class of nav link of products. So that is it. Then we have our drop down, second drop down. You can just copy the first drop down. There's nothing much. Copy the first drop down, paste it, and we change few things. So the first thing we change here is the analytics to users, the overview here to profiles, the transactions here to accounts, and the reports here to messages. So we also change the icon, go to Bootstrap again. Before then, let's just put the last nav link. The last nav link will be contacts. So we'll go to Bootstrap again. We change the icons. We find messages, chats. Just take one of them, copy it, and then we'll put it here. And for the accounts, we take the padlock. We are using the padlock this time. And for the profile, just search profile or person. I see a lot of it. Let's choose this one. Copy, paste, and then we have this. Now let's type this drop down. So for small screen, because we are targeting the small screen first. We are starting the little screen at 110 pixels, 1080. You get it pixels. Nav menu position should be absolute left 0 so that it can move to the left. Top 2.3 rem, some space at the top. With the width of 100%, overflow in the auto pointer event should be none, and opacity 0, height calculate the height. You can also do that in your code. So on our .nav menu, sorry, it does not list. Let's just highlight that out so that we can see what we are doing. We are still going back. We are coming back to analyze it. So let's continue with the padding of padding top of one padding bottom, same. Why did I choose to do it like this? Let's continue. You can just put padding 1 and 0. So let's continue. Nav link of this color, shades of black, font weight. This is out of the remember this, now we are styling it out of this media screen. Don't forget that. Justify content, center, align center. Sorry, space between either. Okay, I think I'm missing something. It's not giving space between. Oh, sorry, display should be flex. Okay, yeah, it's okay now. Let's see background color of this cursor pointer. Now our nav link, when we hover it, we just interchange the color. So let's say the background color is, should be black now, and the color of the distance should be the green. So just interchange the color. On our script, so that we can activate the toggle. So now toggle equals to document just get element by ID, and then we select the what are we selecting? Select the nav toggle, right? Nav toggle. So say const nav menu document just get element by ID. Select the nav menu. So come down, say construe menu equals to, now we're using arrow function nav toggle add event listener. It should events for if you listen to a click event. So whenever we click, sorry, the nav menu class list should toggle and show menu, and also the nav toggle class list. So check the class list, select the class list toggle, and uh, be on the active stuff. And then don't forget to initiate the function. So now we start the show menu. What does it mean to show menu? So the show menu opacity should be 1, and the pointer events should be initial, and then the active nav bugger should be opacity of 0, and transform, it should rotate 90 degree. Okay, it's I think I'm doing something wrong. Let's first analyze that one. I think, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Okay. Okay, it's supposed to be nav close. Still not working. I'm getting it. I got it right now. Um, mm, Sorry, guys. I think I'm doing something. Okay. I need to select the nav bugger again. Sorry, I'm the one doing it wrong. Nav bugger opacity 0, transform, rotate 90 degrees. Okay. All right, it's changing now. Let me go back up and make this one. Okay, well, it's not rotating. Okay, transition. I'm going to give this some animation transition of the from top 0.5 seconds, opacity 0.3 seconds. I think I still need to give one more thing. Transition. Yeah, transition on the nav link. Let's say transition of background color is in with 3 seconds. And then what's that? Where am I putting this transition? Oh, I don't know why it's not rotating. It's supposed to rotate. I didn't spell it well. Oh, this is confusing now. Okay. Oh, um, we'll get it. We'll get it. I'll get it. Okay. Oh, oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm supposed to give this a transition. Sorry. Opacity 4%, 4 seconds. Sorry, and transform 4 seconds. Then come down back. I then put the degree DG. Aha, now it is rotating as you can see. Now we continue by styling the drop down menu. Now style the drop down menu now. So we say drop down item should have the cursor of pointer and drop down arrow. You know we have some arrow there. It should have the font size of 1.25 rem and transition transform in 0.4 seconds. You have to find to its initial. Um, let's see. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't give this a class drop down arrow. Sorry. Copy this and paste it on the other one to drop down arrow. Sorry. I'm really sorry about this. Okay. Mm-hmm. Drop down arrow. So we see dot drop down link. Mm. And on the drop down link, pattern should be 1.25 and the color should be same color and the background color should be this. Uh, Display should be flex. Sorry, close. Um, Align items should be center and the column gap should be zero point 0.5 rem. So you can see it's now aligned. Everything is looking okay now, but we still need some over effects. Over effects. So whenever I hover it, just interchange the color. Oh English. Interchange the color. And we also do the drop down menu. Max height is 0, overflow hidden, and the transition max height within 4.5 seconds is in out. So we're going to have show menu now. Okay, sorry, show drop down. So for our show drop down, we have drop down item over. So it's only show whenever we over it. So drop down menu, give it max height of 1000 pixels, transition of max height in 5 seconds is in, and the drop down item should have the over and the drop down arrow also transform it with rotate 180 degree. Should rotate 180 degree. See, it rotates and the over is working. The over is okay. It works. It works perfectly. So now we need to add the sub menu because here there is a sub menu here with the reports. You know, when you over on the report, there's another sub menu. So let's do that. That's what you are doing next. So go to the report here So what do we do here? We copy. Hmm, wait, let me think for a minute. We copy from transactions and above, right? We copy it. We copy all of it. Then we paste it down here as submenu one. We only have one submenu actually. So and then we delete these reports. Delete the reports at the above at the top. Change the analytics to reports. Change these classes from change the class second class also. Change these analytics to reports. Mm, yes, we're going to put the report. What do we call it? The graph back at it at the back. Then we change this. Don't forget to change the class to drop down hard because I'm just changing it. The link drop down link change it to sublink, and then we change refund, change it to refund, change it to document, and change this one to payment. I think I'm talking too fast. Then we get the icon of cash for the payment, and then file, the icon of file for documents, and a coin for refund. Let's get a coin for refund. Now we are through with that. I have to style it because I think it's affecting a lot of things. We have to style this. So the styling is not really that hard. We just had in our drop down link here, we just had sublink. So the same style, we work for it. Drop down sublink, and here to we drop down sublink over. So we just need to change the color a little bit. Here also drop down sublink submenu, sorry. But we need to change the color so it won't looks like it's matching ultra. So for our show drop down, it will be a little bit different. But hold on, guys. Mm, okay, all right, got it. The in the over right here, we use greater than. The reason why I use is that greater than, yeah, greater than sign is that when you add another sub menu, it won't when you it won't, how would I explain this? It won't show it all unless you over on the submenus icon to in order for it to also show. I don't know how to explain this clearly, but I hope you get it. So we start the sub. I told you we need to make the color a little bit lighter. So a little bit lighter, not as dark as that one. Can see. I hope you can see it a little bit lighter. So we'll move on. Drop down add margin left auto. We have the add icon there. And then I think that's all for the submenu. What we need to do now is the responsiveness. So on the mobile view, I think we actually done the mobile view, but there are some little things we need to just adjust. On the mobile view, the container should have the margin in line of RM. The nav link should have the padding in line of RM also. I think this is it. I hope this is making sense. And the that's all for the mobile. We have we've done all for the mobile now. Now we are going for the large screen because it needs to be responsive on the larger screen. Hmm. Sorry, guys. Oh, so change. Okay. I'm just correcting my experience. So for the large screen, say has media screen and minimum width of 1119 pixels. Right. We have the container here should be the margin inline should be auto. The nav height should be, I don't know, I'm not calculating anything. Just 5 rem. The display should be flex. Justify content space between. And the nav toggle opacity 0. Okay, sorry, display none opacity 0. You can use any one of them. Display none. So let me zoom in. Um, nav toggle. Sorry, nav list. Why am I saying wrong? Shit. Nav list height should be 100%. Display should be flex, so it cannot align. Column gap of 3 rem. Nav link. Height of 100%. Padding of 0. Justify content. Initial. Column gap 25.25 rem. And the nav link over whenever we over it should you can see right over here it is not good, so it should be transparent. The background color should be transparent here. We don't need any background color, and the color should remain the same. Right now, I hope this makes sense. Oh, why is my contact there? I think let me move it out. Move it. Made a mistake. If you did also in your own, just move it outside. Just move it out under the li. Basically, delete the one inside here. That's a mistake. How come I didn't notice this since? As you can see, it's already outside here too. So what I need to do now is to continue. So now drop down item and now drop down sub item should have the position of relative. The drop down menu and the sub menu should have the position of absolute. The background color of this, the top 6 rem, left 0, width max content to fill everything out, and overflow to be initial. You can see I want to see what I'm doing. Box shadow of 0 to pixel 16 pixel RGBA 0.356, and then we have the max height of the initial. So the height should be initial opacity 0. Now it should be gone. I don't want to see it. And pointer event, no transition opacity for, so whenever it's going in for my 0.4 seconds to the top of 0.3 seconds. So the nav link and the drop down sub link, the padding should be 1 rem. They should take the same padding. So as you can see, the opacity is 0 over there. That's why you can't see it. So let's come down, drop down sub menu, left 100%, top 0, position absolute, and come down. This is show drop down and sub drop down menus. So we say drop down item over and drop down sub item menu. We say top 5 rem, opacity 1, pointer event initial, and the transition should be at the top, should be when going to the top, should be zero point 0.4 seconds, opacity 0.3 seconds. This transition is like animation, get it? Drop down sub item. Let me, I didn't put a dash there, I'm coming back. The same thing we did the other time, greater than. So top 0, opacity 1, pointer event initial, transition top 0.4 seconds. Okay, okay, sorry, let me go back. 0.4 seconds, opacity 0.3 seconds. Let me read that there and it should work. Okay. So guys, this is it. We are done with this. As you can see, it is responsive on all screen and it feels neat. Subscribe for more, and thank you for your support either way. Subscribe, like, comments what I should have done better. And guys, see you in the next video. Thank you.